Alright, party people, you have not heard from me from a bit because I've been waiting for my Singularity case. Unfortunately, I got kind of tired of waiting, so I decided to buy another case and do some modding to it. So this is the Lian Li V3000. What I've done to it is a variety of things. I'm going to run through them real quick as I take it apart. Here you see where I'm currently at. You'll see I put in a back plate to kind of cover these things up right now because of the light. You can see through it, but once you put it on the back plate, it's going to be all black. This material allows a little bit of light through. I've also put a light floor in, which I'm still working on, but I kind of want to give you a rundown of what I've got going on here. What I'm going to do is trying to try to keep it as clean as possible. So I'm going to run my tubes down here. I'm going to run the power to my second graphic card and this card down and around and out. I'm going to have 2 heat killer reses here. If I complete this build, I'm still torn. I actually am getting the Singularity tomorrow. If I finish in that, then I have no need for this case. I may just turn around and sell it after I mod it, but in theory, I can mount 2 reses here. I've got a 480 here. 480 is going to fit here. I'll line these up. I'm going to line those up trying to be equal. Possibility of putting a 240 there. Going to still see if it works. I want to make sure there's spacing here enough for both the reses as well as to bring the power out and run it. You'll see that where I'd probably run it out. Not clear there, so I'm going to have to go through the metal there. But this is where we stand right now. You'll see that I'm running this down to the bottom. I had to go with the narrower res to allow it to fit. So if we pop this off, kind of going backwards what I've done to this build so far. There it in. So we'll see that this is actually, ooh, that is in there pretty good. There you go. That's actually not screwed in there. It was easy to drop in, but a little more difficult to take out. But again, come on, pull this up. So we'll take this out. Set that aside. Only got this in here with a couple screws. I'm going to take this one out first because I actually lost it behind that shield last time I did this. I'm going to pop this off myself, make sure it doesn't fall in there. And this top one. That off. There we go. I only got one more screw down here. Yep. Comes here. You'll see I made this plate. Only had to do a couple little cutoffs to make this work, but to get it to fit on here. I actually am not sure if I'm going to leave this part here. I did the full thing, but right now I'm actually having issues drilling this in. The right side of the Rampage 6 actually has LEDs right here. There's a plate in the back that's actually holding that off. It's causing a problem. We'll see if I can keep that or work around it. Popping this out, creating a light floor. Just a couple pieces of white, clear in between. I'm going to run an LED behind there. Hopefully light it up to look like the murder box. That'll be the goal. Back here. Alright, so here, kind of zoom and see what we're doing. You'll see this is just a loose plate that's going to be held in by the motherboard. I think I might cut this out just so I can allow it to actually set back in there, because right now the back of the Rampage, it has a line there for the LEDs that kind of makes it stand off real high, so it doesn't really work that way. So I'll probably do it. But you'll see what I've got going down here. I had to go with the thin radiator with these fans because, as you saw, I dropped the lines down to keep it nice and clean. The problem is if I did a thick radiator, there wouldn't be enough room. So I'll drop down here, run it over, run it up. I'll be able to run into the reses. The Lian Li actually has a res and fan holder that runs that's attached to the back of this. The problem is it recesses it real far. Recesses it real far back so you can't see the fans well, and I didn't like that. It would put it like 2 or 3 inches back, and I would also have issues because then I would drop down here with the tubes from the graphics card and I have no way of getting back. So I wanted to push it forward, and what results into that is I needed to create a way to hold this res in place. I still have not drilled the holes into these and attached them, but what I've done is I made these little holders So you can see if they hold them in place, I'm going to need to paint these and clean these up still a little bit. They're a little beaten up from just cleaning them up and making them nice and symmetrical. But back here we'll see where I had to make space for it. So see, I've got this back panel in here. I pull it out. I'm doing everything reverse in this video. Just putting it together. Moving this out is a bit of an adventure. And down. Got it out. It's much easier to get out when this plate's not on, but I'll take it off for you. So you'll see that if you have a Lian Li V3000, that this looks very different than yours. And the problem is, and why I did it, is I had to cut this out. I wanted to put that light bar in. So with this was in here, it really raised the floor up. And with the real high floor, it didn't kind of go level here. So I wanted to get rid of this to actually have room, because it's across here. There just wasn't enough room to fit that in there. So it took me about 3 hours to Dremel this out and clean it up, and see that I still have got some work to do to repaint it and clean this up, as well as cut this out to make room. But it allowed me to kind of drop things down. And again, other than structural support and putting places for SSDs, which I would never use, I'm going to use M.2s. It wasn't doing much, and structurally it's still very solid, and plus with all the stuff I'm adding in there, it shouldn't be a problem. So that's where I stand right now. Singularity comes in tomorrow. I'm probably going to do an unboxing of it and not much else. I'm actually going to cut to some scenes right now so you can see what this looks like with all the covers on. It's an absolutely gorgeous case. Alright, so here is the case with all its sides on. You know, watch me walk in front of it. The entire case is brushed metal. What's great about this is, like, every exterior side that can be brushed metal is. So top, even when you take the panel off. Front, when you take the panel off. Back, except for the motherboard tray, everything is brushed aluminum, which looks absolutely amazing. Every panel uses these little inserts to be able to take the case off, so every panel can just be popped off, and then once you want to put it back on, pops right back in. Even this is brushed aluminum, so if you want to run it open, you could with the fans out here. Same with the back. If you want to pop the back off, it's easy to do. You use two hands real quick. You'll see that's easy enough just to pop right off, get to everything. Never have to worry about nuts or bolts or anything, or screws to get into your case. Pretty great. And now I'm going to cut to my macro so you guys see how the brushed aluminum looks. So real quickly, just so you can see how the brushed aluminum looks, my macro, it's just beautiful. Every piece, you'll see, has that brushed aluminum look to it. I have not turned it on to see what this light looks like in the front, but I'm expecting it to be on par with just a regular RGB. You'll see that I don't have the legs on it right now. It's already a kind of a large case, so what I've done is I've taken the legs off right now. They're actually getting in the way of some of the modding I was doing, and I might just cut them down or not use quite as large of a piece for the feet, just to kind of save me some overall size. But you'll see here that the whole back panel is amazing brushed aluminum, and when you come around to the back, you'll see that all of it is this brushed aluminum. The fit and finishes on this is great. Mind me pushing this in. There we go. Fit and finish on this thing is great. All the pieces are well aligned. It just clearly they put some effort and time into designing this and building it well. I think this goes back to what Lian Li used to do a long time ago. You got to ignore the fingerprints as well. I wouldn't say it, some say it's a fingerprint magnet. It's not too bad. You got to actually handle it quite a few times before it actually gets a lot of marks and a little bit of water, and it cleans right up without issue. So it's a great case. It's absolutely gorgeous. Excited to work with it. So it's been easy to work with, all aluminum, lightweight. So all right, I have the Spectre case tomorrow, so I'll have another video up hopefully tomorrow night with the Spectre case and unboxing. Have a good night, everyone.